We have a brand new team builder drop here in Madden 26, and in today's video, we're going to go through every single 90 overall for every single team and determine which of them are just being used for team chems and which of them you can actually use on your team and actually will see some snaps, whether that's on offense or defense. At the end of the video, after we go through every single 90, we're going to go through all the champions and 95s and put them on this tier list. So that's today's video. Let's get straight to it. If you're looking to upgrade that squad but don't have the coins, head over to MMOEXP for the cheapest, most reliable MUT coins on the market. Use my code FERDY at checkout for 6% off. A link for their website is in the description. The thing about this team builder drop that is different from every other team builder drop that we've seen so far this year is the fact that they do get frozen ability buckets. They get discounted ability buckets, actually good abilities. So especially for the offensive linemen, I would say they're all cards that are usable on your team. It does depend what your team looks like. I know there are some pretty stacked offensive lines out there already, but the fact you can put frozen pass protector on these offensive linemen in a promo where it's pretty offensive lineman heavy. I'm not going to go through every offensive lineman, obviously, because they all are pretty similar, but the big thing is the frozen pass protector. That's the big draw. However, if you have someone like, for example, the Jets left tackle, Olu Fashanu, he plays left tackle, but so does Mailata. Just put one of those guys over at right tackle. And then you should be able to pretty easily, if you have a zero chill team, run a full pass protector offensive line, which is obviously pretty crazy. So I'm not gonna go through all the offensive linemen at the end of the day because they all get that pass protector 4-0, which is the best offensive line ability in the game, and it helps counter the defensive meta in Madden 26 right now. So that's the story on the offensive linemen. Kind of the same with the zero chill guys. All of them are in Team Demon / must-have cheat category because of that frozen ability pass protector. All right, we got Alex Anzalone. All right, 86 speed. He will most likely just be a. I will check the depth chart for some of these guys, but you have Jack Campbell as your user. You have Jamie Collins. Anzalone's kind of fits in right here. He seems to be a team chem guy. You can get his speed up. I kind of wish it would have been cool if they actually split these chems and gave him some zero chill because everyone has zero chill at this point, right? So would have been kind of cool to see. We got Jonnu Smith up next. Which Madden was it where he was like a frozen card that like defrosted? And then it was Jonnu Smith. That card was a monster, but 6'3". Normally the big draw for Jonnu is the speed. He is 3 speed behind the fastest tight end in the game. If we go over here to the Steelers theme team, of course he does get other theme teams that he might fit on, but for tight end, of course, Donnie actually is a Steeler, but Darnell Washington. If you don't have Donnie, 91 speed potentially with a 50-50 with crystals, or even 90 speed is, I would say usable. I would say usable for Jonnu. He might get some run, especially, Dolphins, Patriots, Titans. He has a bunch of different teams, so, you could use him, I'd say. Jeremy McNichols, 91 speed, 82 COD. To me, I would probably, for the Commanders team, I'm only going to talk about their main team here, but for the Commanders team, I honestly might lean this version of Bill because Bill does go up to 96 COD, which I really like. Doesn't really have a juke move in his game. And also, on a 50-50, can only get to the speed that McNichols gets to, but that COD to me is very important in this game. It makes a card feel so much more elusive. So I would say for McNichols, he technically is their best running back. So I got to say usable. But to me, I would prefer Krosky. But if you want that 93, potentially 94 speed, then you go McNichols. He has to be considered usable. All right, Samson Ebukam here for the Colts theme team. 84 speed, 88 acceleration, 90 finesse move. All the run stopping stats, or I guess almost all of them, are over 90. For a left edge, 90 finesse move. It's honestly not terrible. He is their best at this position. Of course, there are all 32 options that kind of, I guess it doesn't really dwarf him that crazy, to be honest. But yeah, he's good. You could run. For the Colts team, it depends how strict you're running it. Most likely you're not running it too strict. You have zero chill players. A lot of players could replace him, but technically on a Colts team, bare bones, he plays technically. He's all right. 87 speed with 90 finesse move. It's not bad. All right, Deshaun Hand. All right, let's see what they gave the defensive tackle. So Deshaun Hand, he does not get the double or nothing, and also does not get inside stuff, which are the two big ones. He does get it for 1 as an X factor, but he does get it here for 2 AP. But you know, to me, 90 power moves though, low acceleration, I would say chems. Regardless of what it looks like in the depth chart, he's got to be chems. I don't like you could find better as a cheat, so I'm gonna say chems for him. Yeah, just go pick up a cheat. You have Tommy Harris. Go pick up someone else with good acceleration and that stuff. So Deshaun Hand though, and he's not the biggest. You know what I mean? All right, 2 offensive linemen here. You know the whole spiel on them. We got Woody Marks. Let's see what Woody's got. 82 COD again on him. 90 juke move. And by the way, here are the frozen running back abilities. I didn't show that off on Jeremy McNichols, but jukebox is free. You know, okay, sure, but of course 2S Texan chem, so we'll look at him for the Texans team. They just got Arian Foster, and they have Joe Mixon, who's better. Yeah, Arian Foster's card looks good though. I don't love the bigger backs and how they play in this game, unless they're like power backs. I don't love the bigger backs, but like, you know, Arian Foster cards normally do feel kind of like Reggie Bush. If you like Reggie Bush cards, you'll probably like Arian Foster cards. To me, those guys play and feel very similar in game. All right, Jordan Birch up next, left edge, 90 power move, kind of a flip of Samson, but he's actually all over 90s. I'd say I'm kind of neutral on him as well, because again, you can find some good cheats out there. He is the best. I'll say he plays. I mean, I like his run stopping stats, 90 power moves with decent speed. I don't love some of the physicals in here, but if you got like a bare bones Cardinals team, he plays. If you have like Will Anderson, probably not. But let's keep moving here. All right, Mike linebacker, Samil Modon Jr. Okay, 88 speed, 93 acceleration, 82 jumping on a user. I don't love that. Bad movement. I don't love that either. He most likely will not play, whether he's the best in the Eagles or not at this position, which he shouldn't be. Yeah, Oren Burks is better than D'Amico Ryans. Is he D'Amico better? It's pretty close, honestly, but I don't think he plays on this team. I would go look at some cheats at user for the Eagles squad, but he can be good chems. He can be good chems because he does get Sam and Will, so they are pretty thin at Sam linebacker. So just go pick up Modon for the chemistries. It's kind of what he's for. But honestly, even with the chemistries in this team builder drop, most people have 50-50s or 60-20s or 50-20s or whatever the case is. If you do want to end up building some more diverse team builds, like I made the video on earlier this week, the 50-20-20, it makes this a lot cheaper because you won't need some of those more expensive cards to kind of get you over the top. But that's really it. All right, so maybe some of these cards won't even be worthy pickups because your team's already where it's at and you're chilling right now. And next up for the Chiefs, we got Noel Williams. The only downfall of this card is his 85 jumping. Awareness, play rec do play a part as well, but I do like the covered stats. It's the jumping that, to me, does somewhat affect the card. And here are the frozen abilities for the 90 overall frozen guys, or the corners, sorry, the 90 overall corners in this drop. Noel Williams, though, I would say they just got another corner. I know they just got McDuffie, I know. You got McDuffie, Surtain, Ward, Noel Williams. He's probably just a chem guy. You can give him a try. He's probably just a chem guy at the end of the day. All right, free safety, Craig Woodson. I know that the Patriots just got a safety. Is Chung a strong or a free safety? I think he's strong. I hope he is. If the Patriots got 2 free safeties in one day, that's crazy. But 92 speed, 93 acceleration, jumping 87. He's 6 foot with really high zone coverage. Good hit power as well. Is Chung free or strong, though? So that's what I want to see. Because you got Jalen Hawkins, who you definitely go Woodson over Hawkins with Chung, and you Duggar 2 to play. That's actually a pretty good upgrade for them. Like, again, if you're running a pure Patriots team, that's a card you probably use. If we go to the all 32s, however, you see him kind of sink down. He's not even up here anymore because of Minkah Fitzpatrick, Jesse Bates. So if you have, use your own discretion, obviously, with your team and situation. I'm kind of being broad with this. Of course, we then have Raiders. A card like this, he actually has really good. He actually looks pretty good. because of these stats. Actually, no, never mind. His movement's terrible. I would say that's Team Chems. His movement is egregious, and if you have a Raiders team, you definitely have better options out there, I promise. But Tony Pollard, Tony P up next. Again, they're not giving these guys over that 90 COD. Titans team, do they got... I can't think of a Titans back that's come out. Oh, Eddie George. McNichols as well. I guess. These cards are pretty much exactly the same. Very close. Tony, I think I might lean Tony, honestly. But, yeah. All right, I think he's Team Chems. I don't really see him being a... And I think, yeah, also, yeah, he doesn't really fit on any team. But he's there for Team Chems, of course. Noah Fant, excuse me, Noah Fant. If you go to the Bengals team and Broncos Seahawks, you do have a tight end that's looking pretty good. I feel like tight ends, offensive linemen normally do fit best for this promo. Yeah, he plays for them. He's their guy. Noah Fant cards are always good too. I think he actually is one of the better ones we've seen today. Keyshawn Nixon, 5'10", 93 speed, 92 acceleration. Unfortunately, this card is just Team Chems. Unfortunately, if you're one of those guys running like a cheaper Raiders team, I think he does work on it. If it depends what your team looks like at this point, but you guys see the big two things: the height and 79 jumping. Those are the two things about this card I do not like. So I would say Team Chems for him. Cole Kmet. Guys, for this one, I got to see what the Bears team looks like because he's not any kind of threat after the catch. Greg Olsen, of course, doesn't count. Yeah, backup tight end, Team Chems. Yeah. Look at his after the catch. I mean, it is nasty. Like he would probably feel like an offensive lineman out there. Actually, with how these games play, the offensive lineman may actually feel better. All right, don't like this card either. For a DT, I don't like this card either. Nah, regardless of what the team is, you can find better defensive tackles. Regardless. Now, this one interests me. Okay. He's still 280, 89 acceleration, 85 speed, 90. This is the best team builder we've seen today. I wish that these team builders just got inside stuff because that would be crazy, but this is the one right here. This might be the best one we've seen. Wow, Tershawn Wharton, bro. 89 acceleration, 85 speed at DT for the Panthers and Chiefs team. And, like, it's not like he slacks here. I wish he was a little closer to 300 for a DT-wise, but, like, he is the speed of edge rushers that can play DT. That card's a stud. All right, Paulson Adebo for the Giants team, 6'1", 90 speed. I believe the Giants team, the Giants just got a couple corners. They got Fly, they got Deontay Banks as well, so Fly, Adebo, Deontay. Oh, I guess Deontay Banks came out. Yeah, I think he plays for the Giants team. What was the jumping on him? 85. It's not great. They're doing the jumping and the COD like dirty on some of these cards, pretty obviously. Then the Browns team has their offensive line's got to be so good. Bateman. How's he look? Bateman is not looking 90 speed though. Like I don't know. You Macklin, Hester, Zay Flowers. Yeah, he's Team Chems. He's Team Chems for sure. Joshua Palmer for the Bills team and Chargers team. 83 jumping. Again, I don't love that. And then he's got a new James Lofton. Ray McLeod's card is fun. And then you Diggs. I would say he's Team Chems too. Because once you go down like wide receiver 2, you probably have an all 32 guy or a zero chill guy there already at that point, right? So Chris Rumph II. I like the acceleration on him. I don't love this card standalone. I mean, I'm sure for the Saints team, he's their guy. Probably the best Saints team player that's come out. No, they got Alvin. How dare I disrespect the GOAT, man. Damn, their running back room is literally insane, dude. What is this? Reggie Bush plays the slot. You got a 3-headed monster in the backfield. They got 4 top-end running backs on this team. And who's their best QB? Probably Tyler Show. It's probably him, right? It's got to be him. Yeah, but yeah, him. I would just say Team Chems for him. Marquise Bell. This card is actually looking. Okay, this card's not bad. I don't love the Jody COD, but I think he's usable for the Cowboys, whether you want to play him over the top or have him as a user. Up to you. Jalen Naylor, preseason Team of the Week legend. Was that this year or was that last? I think it was last year he had that card, right? But 6 foot, accelerations there, speed, route running. I'd be surprised if for this team he plays. For the Vikings team, I'd be surprised. There's no way he gets in. Yeah, you have an all-32 guy better. Team chems, or don't even worry about him. D. Alford, man. Big D. Alford, bro. 91 speed. Better jumping, 5'11". I feel like he probably plays for the Atlanta Hawks, the Atlanta Falcons team. I feel like he probably does. I'm looking at the wrong spot. Cornerback Dion, Drake London, who's all 32. Two all 32 guys. He probably goes right behind them. So if you don't have those two, he probably does actually play for your squad. All right, how many have I? Oh, we got 2 more here. We got offensive lineman. By the way, this dynamic's looking pretty good for him. I don't love these stats, but again, pass protector is free, so I don't hate it. Juju Brent, 6'3", of course. Colts Dolphins, 90 speed, 94 jumping. This is a legit team builder right here. This is a good card too. Yeah, the ones I like the most are probably Juju Brent, Marquise Bell. I like Wharton. Those are probably my favorites out of these cards. Other than that, maybe like some of the tight ends are decent, and of course all the offensive linemen. But really, outside of that, it does get pretty thin. All right, we are now into our champions, our 93s and 95s. So let's pop open the tier list now and put these boys on it. All right, let's get to it. So for those who are tapped in, this is common knowledge. For those who are not, the 93s. So for example, Texans, they will get all of the AFC South chemistries. So he fits on a Colts team, a Jaguars team, and a Titans team. This card does look pretty good. I do like the 95 lead block on him. Good run blocking tight ends are kind of underrated in my opinion. Also a good short and mid route runner. 6'4", 90 speed, 93 acceleration, so potentially 92, 93 on as far as speed goes. And of course, these cards also do get the frozen abilities. He does get pass protector as well. Oh, honorary lineman for free is interesting. Honorary for free. I didn't even consider that on tight ends. Honorary for free is kind of goated. And of course, you're still going to get your mid ends, your short ends. So, Cade Stover, pretty good card. I would say, if we compare him to the other tight ends in this game, of course, they're not all here because you do also have, Mark Andrews and Juwan Johnson who are not upgraded on here right now. But he's not the best tight end in the game, but I do think in certain people's schemes he could be. If that makes sense. Because of that run blocking, I actually do like the card. I put him in A tier. I'll put Cade Stover in A tier. Pretty solid card, honestly. Pretty good. All right, Mike Green up next. Left edge for the AFC North here. Damn, really high finesse move. Really good speed as well off the edge. It's around what we're seeing right now. So, 90 speed off the edge with good run support. Of course, AFC North always good team chems. And the big one here is, where is it? Does he not get it? Okay, I thought I wasn't tripping. I'm just surprised he doesn't get it. Maybe because of the strength? Could it be the strength maybe on him? Maybe that's what it is for Mike Green. It's probably the strength. I think it is tied to strength, I'm pretty sure. But I still think it's actually a good card. I think for that, I put him into A tier. But that's just kind of a letdown, honestly. It did kind of give away the fact that this card actually does get it. So it does give that away. Double or nothing, 0 AP on the DT is actually a W for the Jets team. The AFC East, of course. I don't actually love this card's stats, but I love the abilities, right? He's 330 though, so he's like a legit nose tackle, plug the hole kind of guy. But I think I do got to put him for the physicals, comparing these cards to each other. I think I put him in B tier. I just don't like these. If he had like 86 acceleration with like 80 or high 70 speed, he might be A tier with that double or nothing. But these stats, to me, don't cut it. I do like the run support stats though. I'll probably give this card a try. We'll see what he does. We'll see. Never know. You never know, but I'll put him in B tier. All right, Jeremy Chin, of course, did play for a bunch of teams for AFC West, Chems, but Panthers and Commanders as well. And then we'll get all the AFC West. So a very good safety, obviously. The dude his Unreal Moments card was great. He's 6'3", has good stats. I don't love his. I wish he had slightly better block shed impact blocks, so he's able to play in that sub linebacker role more effectively. But he's good. He's gonna be. He's someone I think I put in S tier. I think he belongs up top there. And of course, on top of that, he does get the frozen abilities, the menaces, whatever you want to run. I would never use Pick Artist as a frozen ability, by the way. If you are doing that, I'd swap it out for something else. But you run your zone KOs, your menace, whatever you want to run. Jeremy Chin gets it. And of course, Raiders. So yeah, go Raiders, man. Go Raiders. All right, Will Fry's up next. Again, the big draw here is the pass protector. Let's see how the stats look, though. Stats look very good. All over 90 besides pass block, finesse. To me, I got to put him into, I'll put him low A tier. I'm cool with A tier for Will Fries. And then, of course, NFC North as well as Colts, too. So, pretty good teams there. All right, this one, George Pickens. He's got to be a monster, bro. He's got to be a monster. There are some people kind of let down that, George Pickens was a team builder. But he's going to be fine. I mean, the whole NFC East, including Steelers, you have 93 speed, 95 acceleration at 6'3" with 98 spec catch. After the catch, the COD not over 90, but it's okay. He's a wide receiver, not as important as it would be on a running back. Also, 76 run block. I wonder, where are we right now as far as run blocking wide receivers? I haven't checked in a while. I'm just curious because I know that we saw people kind of overlook this, of course, if you don't really run the football, but we had Larry was the highest last time I checked. We now have Cedric Tillman, Hollins. What run block does Matt Collins have? 92 run block. Kayshon Boutte with 88. Damn, some of these guys are laying lumber. None of them as consistent as the boy Larry, but I'm also surprised Andre Johnson's isn't higher. And he's like, I'm surprised. That actually does, like this card, I'm surprised doesn't have better run block. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. I like the Pickens card. Ability-wise, again, there's still not really a wide receiver ability I'm big on, but if you get him for free, you can run your deep outs or deep ins. It really depends on scheme to me. And, of course, you can give Jukebox a try. Joystick. Slotto. Actually, I do like Slotto a lot. You could go Slotto-matic there. But George Pickens, I think George Pickens belongs in the S tier, I'd say. I'd say so. Depending on how good these 95s are, we might move down the whole tier list if they're in like a world of their own. But I don't think they will be. We'll see. I do like George Pickens though. All right, Icky. Icky actually 97, 96. I don't like to see that pass block under 90, but that's easily fixable. Easily. Pass protector, of course. And then for the NFC South, this is a good card too, man. I like this card. To me, though, he's going to go up here with the boy Will Fries. For sure. All right, let's see what Brian Branch is talking about. Wait, no, are we on Brian Branch? No, we're on D Winters. Did they cook with a little user here for the Niners? They may have cooked. This card is not bad. I wish they chose someone maybe a little bit taller than 5'11", but 91 jumping's good. Really good acceleration. Movement isn't great. Run support is not honestly great for someone who's traditionally a linebacker. And then I do love the man and zone coverage at 95. And then, of course, he's going to have a big slurry of the abilities here. Yeah, for him, I think I got to go B tier, unfortunately, though. I'm going to go B tier. I'm going to go B tier for Dean. For D. Or he's somewhere in this range. That's the way I kind of look at it. All right. Let's do Brian Branch. We'll save Phillip for last. But Brian Branch, I'm curious to see something here. Let's see how much better they really made this card than... And by the way, these cards get all 32 team cams. So let's see how much better he is than him. 3 inches shorter, keep that in mind. But coverage is much better. Pursuit's much better. How about like impact block and those kind of things? Hit power is better. Impact block's better. How about block shed? Block Shed's much better. Yeah, Branch is definitely better than Jeremy Chin's card. I would trade the 3 inches for these stats that he has, which are kind of freakish, honestly. They're really good. Once we start seeing those deep greens on mud.gg, you know these cards are looking real nasty. So, yeah, I like this card a lot. I like him a lot. Yeah, to me, we do have to move. Do we, though? I don't know if we do. To me, I mean, there is a real debate for as far as preference goes to take the 3-inch taller Chin over Brian Branch. There is a real debate. I don't think I'm gonna move him down. I mean, I guess we can. Well, let's do. Nah, yeah, I'm really between the. It feels better to do this, I think. Maybe we got to do like an SS plus on this as well. But Branch is really that much better to me. All right, let's see what they did with Phillip Rivers. Let's see what they did. Of course, Phillip Rivers, he's a pocket QB. If you guys have been watching me this whole year, you know how I feel about the pocket QBs. But he should, I really hope, I mean, I obviously have not tried this card out yet. If any of you have tried out Phillip Rivers, he better have the Phillip release. He better have the Phillip Rivers release, man. Maybe this pass will show it off. This is Madden 21. Yeah, there it is. You see what I mean? You see the Phillip release there now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. You see. I just hope they give him that release, which they might. On mud.gg, it's obviously not updated yet, but hopefully they give that to him. And I don't even care if it's not the most like meta release. It's just to make it feel like him, right? At the end of the day. So abilities, I don't know if anything special is going to happen here. It seems to be pretty on par with like... Oh, he hit 0 AP Gunslinger. 0 AP Gunslinger is not what these guys get. Okay, 0 AP Gunslinger actually... That is interesting. 0 AP Gunslinger. So you can go Gunslinger set feet, Gunslinger pass lead, or Gunslinger pocket deadeye. Or you can just go Gunslinger for free. The Gunslinger fearless. This actually does open up some things. It does. Oh man, this is honestly tough. It's tough because I think Chin should be up. I think Phillip should be in A tier. I don't know if that's going to be a controversial take. I don't know. Of course, my thought with pocket QBs is this. In the right player's hands, a pocket QB is unstoppable. Especially when they give him those like ability discounts because you can really run him the way you want. But for a majority of people, Phillip will not be the answer. And that's the truth. You still want to be running the Josh Allens, the Bryce Youngs, the Kyler Murrays, the Jalen Hurts, the Justin Herberts. Those guys will still play better for a majority of people than Phillip will play for you. But also will be a very expensive card. But in the right person's hands, a guy that can just dissect and throw dots and will take the most advantage of this free gunslinger with whatever setup they want to run. That's where this card will be scary. I wouldn't be saying that if he also had, crazy physicals, but again, the all 32 does help out a little bit, but it won't be at the level of some of the cards that we're getting right now. So I put Phillip into A tier, and I guess we're gonna have some. Maybe we'll see some 0 AP Ghost cards coming out, but keep in mind Ghost are coming out, and I believe Ghost are rumored to have 2 frozen ability buckets, which is gonna be just stupid. Like, just forget about it at that point, right? So. That is the team builder tier list for the champions. If you guys watched the whole video, thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you boys in the next one. Hire your teams tomorrow. And yeah, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you. Goodbye. Have a good one.